morning. We have some piglets. I brought them some food because they're starting to eat. There's a little bit of competition down at the food bowls. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, we're all here. Hello, piglet. You're very furry. You're also very furry. And you smell like pigs. No, the food is actually in the bowl over there. Oh yeah. So I brought them some food a couple days ago and they were curious, but now they obviously know what to do with it. Orange one was eating the most last time. Hey, miss. They're pigs. Little white boy here has been out the most. Every morning I see him down by the food bowl with mom. Oh no, hey, that one tried to bite me. Gently, but definitely tried. It's just not sure what's going on here. Hi. I think it's time to start leaving a little more food in the food bowls. Like feeding them a bunch more so that there's leftover. Hey. Hi, Oak. So that there's leftover so that they can get into the feed bowls when the adults are done. Oak, are you eating all the baby's food? Oh, we're not sure what's going on out here. Someone's yelling at someone else. Ah, Knox is keeping the woodshed pigs away from her food. So we had a couple days of real cold and now it's actually pretty warm again. Warm enough that I could actually get the ice out of these bowls. I was having trouble. Below like -10, it kind of bonds to everything, the water, and you just can't get it out. You can't break it. But I've noticed that it's warm enough that the soil doesn't appear to be totally frozen because folks are digging into it. Luckily, I think there's enough snow that they aren't going to be able to dig under. Okay, that's the bottom of the fence there. So that's, it's below the fence. That's below the fence. You can see the fence line ends there. So, I mean, this is fine as far as it goes, but they can't be doing too much of that. I don't really think it's time to put electric back up because I don't expect this weather to continue for long. It's warmer than it should be. Hey, Apricot. Hey, Missy. So I took the 3 little ones to the slaughterhouse, to the abattoir, and took a bunch of geese. It's definitely a sad time. I was really impressed with the abattoir in Telkwa, the slaughterhouse. It's a 10-hour round trip drive for me in the winter. Pulling a trailer. Someone else might be able to do it in an 8-hour round trip if there was no snow on the ground and there was no trailer. But it was clean, it was well run, it was friendly. Now I have fewer geese. And I will have fewer geese again, but they're starting to pair off for breeding season. Which means they're also starting to fight for breeding season. The ganders fight over space. Like, they want to spread out when it's time to breed. And I need to make sure that the correct ones all pair off with each other. Because this year, or last year, I had a lot of mixed babies, which doesn't preserve the species at all. And it also does not make for saleable babies. So I don't want that to happen again. So what that means is that I need to actually separate them and put them in different spots. Hey, hen. This is not all the remaining geese. The others are off. You know, they're not terribly happy with me right now, as you can imagine. I chased around, caught a bunch of them, looked a bunch of them over. They're not into it. There in front is Daddy Goose. He's the father of all the saddlebacks. Oh, nice. Yeah. Everyone's excited. So I'm going to put him with Mama Goose. If I can find her again. There she is. She's the one closest to me and back here. So those two are the parents of all of the saddleback geese. The saddlebacks are the ones with the gray heads, gray spots on their back, but otherwise they're all white. The ones that are almost all gray are pilgrims. Those are the females. The ones that are white with a little bit of gray just on their end of their butt are the pilgrim males. It's really handy because they're different colors when they're different sexes. So the pilgrims will go in one place. The saddlebacks will go in another place. The white Chinese there, with the lump on their heads, are kind of smaller. There's the gander right in the center. He has his head like raised really tall compared to the rest of them. He'll go with those other white Chinese geese. The brown Chinese goose is in the center. Again, he has that tall raised head and a bump, but he's very fancy colored with a black stripe down his neck and kind of brown and gray all over his body. I'll go in with the other brown Chinese geese, and then the Emdens, which are not back here right now, will go in together, which means I need to find that many places. Originally, I built this A-frame with the idea that I could tuck some geese inside of it in the spring when it was mating season, and it's getting emptied out now, so that'll be able to be used. Right, yeah. There's another A-frame back here, but the dog has started using it as a doghouse, and quite honestly, if he's happy using it as a doghouse, then I don't fully want to take that away from him. Hey folks, how are y'all doing? Yeah. There's this greenhouse, which could take a couple geese. That's the A-frame that Avalou sleeps in back there. There's this greenhouse. Yeah, I don't want to take Avalou out of his... If he's sleeping there, then he's comfortable. So, let's see. That's one. That's two, is a second greenhouse. The third greenhouse would be an acceptable place. And then the Muscovy lean-to would be an acceptable place. So that's 4. I think probably 4 breeding pens is enough. I don't need to breed them all every year. So last night when I got back, I had been driving for 10 hours and I was tired. And when I'm tired, my brain kind of gets scrambled and I can't back the trailer up properly. And when it's snowy and it's dark, it's actually pretty hard to get the trailer into the driveway because I can't tell where the space is that's being shoveled or plowed. So I tried backing the trailer into the driveway for like 20 minutes and kept getting out to look and make sure I wasn't going in the ditch, and it kept wanting to go in the ditch. So I eventually just pulled nose in. Now the problem with being nose in is that I can't get out now. So I'll need to either back out and turn the trailer around or pull up and over and leave the trailer for when it's empty, worrying about it later. The geese have been really enjoying all the road sand and salt that falls off the trailer and the car. They just really like that stuff. It's probably not great for them, but they will eat it off the car. Hi, Avaloo. You're such a nice dog. Yes, you are. She really likes to just like come and snuggle against me like this while he's watching out. So that's something I need to do today. I have like just a couple pumpkins left that I want to feed out to the pigs. And then I have to, because this isn't my trailer and it's not covered, it's just pulling a trailer with one axle and that's kind of shorter is much more fuel efficient than pulling that thing. I need to get this bag of grain off of here, which means I have to shovel it all out into containers like the ones that these pumpkins are in, or there are some empty ones over here. But I'm probably not going to do that right now because I am recovering from yesterday being a big day. And then to pick up the birds next week, I'll need to do another 10-hour round trip to pick them up. So that's exciting. Goodness. This goose that always looks kind of dirty is the one, he kind of separates himself from the others and will eat out of my hand, unlike most of the other gray-legged goose, like the geese without bumps on them, are a little bit less acclimatized to people, a little bit less imprinted. Hi, ducks. I'm promising myself that I will just spend more time out here with my ducks and geese, enjoying the sounds that they make and their company. I like them a lot. There's Thea digging up some delicious bird poop. It's so delicious. So yeah, I have been a little bit absent, and that's because I have been busy doing goose things. Hi, Mama Goose. The first set of geese that I ever had, or that ever hatched for me, hatched in my carport, right beside my back door. That was Mama Saddleback there. So I could put geese in there again. It's a mess. They are such a mess. They get dirt or poop everywhere, water everywhere. The water freezes, the poop freezes. You put straw in, everything freezes in the straw. But it definitely habituates the geese to being around people, that's for sure. And it's really cute to watch. One thing that I might do this year is pull the eggs and incubate them in the incubator. It's a lot more work. I think I go back and forth every year. I let them naturally hatch their babies, and then the babies are much more wary of people, which means that they keep their distance. So if you want geese to be lawn ornaments and mow your grass and not come up and attack people, that's a really good way to do it. And then I miss having babies around, so I incubate them. And it's a lot of work, and there's poop all over the house, and it's so gross. And then the next year I go back and let them naturally hatch, and then the next year I incubate, back and forth like that. I do not know how this duck missed getting put in the truck and turned into food. You're a smart duck. I don't know how you did that. It's a male duck. You can see the curl on its tail, and it has a white throat, so it's not one of my breeding cayugas. I thought I had gotten rid of all my drakes except for the cayugas and the anconas. The anconas are the spotted ones that are in with the chickens, but I did not. So there we are. Hey, Thea. She's just like a poop vacuum. Well, you all have a good day, and I will mess around with stuff here for a while. Take care.